Okay, the next chapter in the haul truck build. I got the frame sandblasted on Monday. Now, I was gone on Monday, so I had my grandson come over here and he took the frame, got the frame outside for the blast guy, and so that he could do it outside of the shop. And I had left the camera for him to photograph it. And if anybody knows anything about GoPros, there's a couple of different settings, and he mistakenly got it on the wrong setting. Got it on a setting where it took a photo like every, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, whatever it is, the time lapse on it. So I actually ended up with like 1,700 photos of it. But mixed in with the 1,700 photos, there is 2 videos of it. One of them is just with the guys talking around the trailer, and the other one is a guy actually blasting on it. So what I'm going to do is put in a bunch of video clips and still frame shots, kind of the blasting process, and then we will come back at the end and I will show you the completed frame and kind of what my intentions for it are. So here we go with the still frames. I have eliminated most of them. I've only put 8 of them in, so I eliminated like 1,690 of them. So these are just him moving the frame outside, and pretty quickly here you'll see a video clip, and it's just the guy standing next to the trailer. The guy on the far side is the owner of the trailer. The other guy is owns a shop next to me. And I put this clip in here just so that you could get a rough idea of what the trailer looked like and how it was set up.
It's a scrap guy, right?
We'll hook right up to it, take it.
Right?
So, is this guy going for?
And a still image of him prepping the trailer. Looks like he's putting water into the water storage tank there. And here we are, the last 3 still frames of the blasting. Just some different angles of it. But anyways, he did use some water, but it wasn't a water-based blasting like I thought it was, a hydroblasting. The water was just to keep the dust particles down and control the sand. Okay, what I'm going to do is just do a brief walk around. This is a truck frame back in the shop again, and this is after it was sandblasted. Now, you're going to note that there's a lot of things that he didn't do, and I told him, gave instructions to him not to do the axles because the axles were going to be replaced on the truck. There's some areas that he found it was kind of difficult to get to, kind of like he got in there behind the bracket mountings, but it's not like the rest of the frame. It was not blasted. You can't get in there and blast it the way you can the exposed portion of the frame, which I totally understand and totally anticipated. I understood and realized that there was going to be places like back in behind that bracket that you really can't get to. But it came out very well as far as I'm concerned. There are some rough spots, but that's to be expected. The frame is in pretty damn good condition, being that it's 1974. So what my plans are at this point is I have that paint that I painted the back of the chrome pieces. Actually, it was only one piece. The headlight ring, the chromed headlight ring. The back of those chromed headlight rings in the back of the grill being standing up over there, has got some rusted spots on it. Now the front of it is not rusted. There are some spots on the front of the chrome, but it's only in most cases like staining where there was non-chromed, non-stainless steel bolts used, and you got some rusting on the rust staining that came off of those bolts and went down. This is that paint that I'm going to be using. It's that POR 15 rust preventative paint, and it's black. It can be cut. I've got to get some thinner for it, and it can be painted over. So I'm going to paint that on there. It's a gloss black finish, but it can be painted over should I decide to paint the frame or sections of the frame a different color. And I'm totally not at a place where I have decided colors yet. So I'm not sure, other than the Cummins engine, which will probably be the Cummins red. But as far as the body framework, anything else, I'm not 100% sure. I kind of have always thought about having the frame black, gloss black, but again, that's not cast in stone. But here it is after blasting, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, if I put the blasting in before this video or I will show it to you afterwards. There's going to be a little lull in my conversation here, and I just wanted to let you know, as I was producing this video, as I put it together, I took a break and went down to the salvage yard, and I am going to be going down and picking the engine and transmission back up next Wednesday morning. So just some information on the status of that engine and transmission. I can get it together with that new bell housing adapter and try and test fit it into the frame. Even though this tire was bad, you can see on this tire where the kind of overspray from the blasting deteriorated that rubber on the side of the tires. So if you guys plan on doing it and having tires on the vehicle, make sure that they're older tires, because you will get residual overspray from that blasting process that will eat away at them tires. Now, as you can see on the front, you don't really see that, or I don't see it. Now, I'm not saying that it's not on the bottom of it where these things were up, but these tires were a lot further away from the blasting process, so you didn't really get it on that. But if you ever blast the frame and have tires in that close proximity to the blasting area, just be aware that you're going to get some deterioration on the tires from the overspray. Anyways, I'll bring you back.